What's up, guys? Welcome back to Average Takes.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
What's up, guys? I'm in Tampa still. The boat parade actually just flew by, but I'm celebrating with the team in Tampa. I don't know how we made it this far. It's been good. Chiefs down bad, 0 touchdowns.
This game,
0 touchdowns.
kind of hyped it up for more than it was going to be. Chiefs did not show up in any way. That O-line, what did we say last week?
God. They got obliterated.
This game is won and lost in the trenches.
100%.
Pat Mahomes was sacked 3 times. He was pressured every play, it seemed like. Yeah. They did a stat where how many times he ran around before he got the ball off or got sacked. And it was the most yards of any Super Bowl all time. It was around 500 yards.
Yeah, I was like,
this O-line was not there at all. No one was there. Bucks defensive line, holy cow.
They came to play.
APP, Shaq Barrett.
Devin White.
Devin White. Oh, my God. Devin White.
And talk about the turn-up Devin White put on in this playoffs.
He had 12 tackles, and 8 of them were solo.
If there was a playoff MVP, you have to give it to Devin White.
100%.
He had 2 interceptions in the NFC in the game against the Packers, and then he gets 12 tackles and shuts down this Chiefs team.
Another interception to end the game, to seal it. Interception in the end zone.
To get the dub.
True that.
Yeah, so Devin White had himself we talked about the Bucks linebacker core all season. I remember talking about it. It was one of the big things we talked about like week 6 or something like that.
Yep.
But man, was this a game defensively for the Bucks all around. Their corners, safeties, all played freaking outstanding. Tyreek Hill, last time they played, had 200-something yards in the first quarter.
You shut that guy
First
down
half.
again.
What did he do? 7 catches, 70 yards, no touchdowns.
No touchdowns.
Travis Kelce, everyone was saying bang his under of 98 yards. Well, he went over that. 133 yards, 10 catches, no touchdown.
No touchdown.
2 drops.
Pat Mahomes, 270 yards passing, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. What do we keep saying? No touchdowns.
No.
The Chiefs,
he don't score.
This is the worst loss of Patrick Mahomes' career.
100%.
He had never been held to single digits. They only had 3 field goals, 9 points, single digit. This is by far the worst loss of his career in the Super Bowl versus Tom Brady. This game was 31-9. It was a blowout at halftime. Was over at half, but you can't count the Chiefs out ever. They're a second half team. But this defense, man, pinned their tails back and just full throttled it all game. And, man, Patrick Mahomes still was getting dimes off. He was still
he had
getting
270
dimes
yards
off.
still. But
and how many drop passes? Do we have that
100.
Stat on hand? Because
100.
Oh, my God. It was so many drop passes. And Patrick Mahomes was doing the most of what
100%.
he could.
He was single-handedly trying to make that team win, and it just wasn't happening.
There was like 3 drop touchdowns.
Yeah. And that play where he's floating in the sky trying to make that throw, bro.
Hits goes right through the running back's hands.
Right in the face, standing on the goal line, bro.
Tyreek Hill got hit right in the face, too.
Yep. Hey, if we have any return listeners, we said this last week. Bob said the O-line was going to be the most important part. I said the offense versus defense and Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, you shut one down and you beat the Chiefs. Tyreek Hill, Bob said it, shut down. Travis Kelce had a day, okay? You have to accept that as a team.
He did not have a day.
No touchdowns, though.
As a tight end?
As a tight end, yes,
over
he
100
did.
Yards, that is a crazy.
He had himself a day. This kid, Travis Kelce, is a stud.
That's Super Bowl. He does that average. He's done that. So you have to accept one of them, okay? And so they decided Travis Kelce, we're gonna let him do what he did. They didn't even score a touchdown. This Chiefs team was embarrassed. And I think this is the start of, did someone figure out the Chiefs? Is this gameplay gonna be how you beat the Chiefs? Yes, their O-line was depleted,
so. Yeah.
but
If they
Yeah,
have a better
they
if
lost
they have a
two.
better O line,
They're
I think this game is a whole lot different.
Yep.
it's a whole lot different. Yes.
I don't think they score touchdowns still.
No, they would score. I think. I don't know if they win because the Bucks game plan was absolutely perfect.
Bro, hats off to Tom Brady and Bruce Arians, bro. They made it look like they're not going to use Gronkowski all year, just throwing
We
him one
didn't
pass a
even
week.
talk about
We
Rob
didn't even talk
Gronkowski
about it
last week
because
before it.
we didn't feel like he was important, and
He
this guy
had
goes
2
out and scores
catches in the
2
playoffs.
touchdowns, bro.
Before this game, Rob had 2 catches in the playoffs. He was mainly blocking. This game, he had the most yards receiving. He had 6 catches, 67 yards, 2 touchdowns, and they were big. It was early and often that we saw Rob with the ball. And can we talk about playoff Lenny?
No, that's
He had
Lombardi
under 100
Lenny.
yards, but
Lombardi Lenny now.
it
But
work.
Lombardi
But
Lenny.
playoff Lenny had 89 yards rushing and a touchdown, and he had 46 yards receiving. Huge game from playoff Lenny, Lombardi Lenny now. This team showed up. We talked about Tom Brady had to play perfect. Well, I'd say 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, and not having to do a single thing in the second half was damn near perfect.
Yep. And I think that's why Gronk is just brought up in any conversation of tight ends. Doesn't do nothing.
I think
Spectacular
it's Tom
game.
Brady, bro.
Spectacular
Any
game,
other
though.
quarterback, I don't know if he does that.
Dude, how many
That's why he
guys
stayed
get
with him.
two catches for 4 games, and then the biggest game of the whole year absolutely explode? Not much. Not much guys are confident enough to do that. And Gronk, he's been there, done that.
They've
Tom
taken
Brady,
the Super
they
Bowl so
felt
many
comfortable.
times, they know how to fucking win it, bro.
Yep.
It's so
Tom Brady
annoying.
felt comfortable there.
Tom
Who's
Brady
the most
felt comfortable,
dude?
yeah, because
He's at his home field.
he was supporting his boys though,
Yeah.
not just him being
I don't think he
comfortable.
was winning it for him. I think he was winning it for the whole Bucks. He's have so many already, bro.
Yeah, bro. He fed Leonard Fournette, he fed Rob Gronkowski, and he fed Antonio Brown.
His boys.
All guys on one
All
year.
guys who are on 1-year deals, who are free agents, who could leave, but they all say they're coming back because this is such a team. They bonded together. They said what this team was missing last year was a winner and a leader. Tom comes in, both of those, check and check, and leads his team to its first home Super Bowl win ever.
Yeah.
The hosting team was the home team, and they also won. And Tom Brady just checking marks off his all-time records list.
Yep. All right. Well, if we're gonna jump, these guys say they're coming back, which I think is very hard. I think it's very hard that the Bucks get this whole team back together. But if they do you see them two-peating, and then will Brady end his career going back to back? Big question.
I don't know about a two-peat, but they definitely make it far in the playoffs next year.
You can never count Tom Brady out.
That was their 9th win in a row. This team clicked 9 weeks ago, and that's always what it is in playoffs. Who's hot? And they're hot. They just whooped everyone's ass. This is how it was. The Bucks are the best team in football now. So until they don't win again next year, they're still the best team in football, you know? This is how it works.
Is this the end to the Chiefs dynasty? We just saw the worst loss of Patrick Mahomes' whole entire career.
No chance, bro. They come back next year.
I don't think anyone else in the AFC is better than them.
And with a little bit
right
more
now.
heart. With a little bit
There's
more heart.
a lot of things changing in the league right now. A lot of guys who are rumored. Russell's rumored to be not happy in Seattle. There's a lot of guys. Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. A lot of guys who might be switching teams.
A lot of moving around.
Marcus Mariota to Colts, I've been hearing, because Wentz, they're asking too much. I mean, this offseason is going to be crazy because a lot of teams are trying to change. They don't like what they've been going through. Need some change. Shani, you talked about if the Bucks could two-peat. Let's give our way, 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 way too early predictions.
Whoa, okay.
Way too early predictions.
For
Okay.
next year's Super Bowl matchup, at least. We don't have to say a winner, but go matchup.
All right, okay. All right.
Oh,
Roman, who you got?
nope, not me first. You first, buddy. He asked you.
I
He
already
said
know.
Shenny. All
I
right,
already
go
know.
ahead. Go ahead then.
Okay, my way too early. Way too early.
Way.
I like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers repeating in the NFC and coming in the AFC.
Versus Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh Steelers, baby.
Whoa, hey, I think it's way too early for that, bro. Way too early for that, bro. Come
No
on,
shot.
really?
No shot.
Really?
This defense is elite. They're elite.
Way too early for that. No, I'm
Hey.
kidding. That's what this is. Way too early. That's what I expected. I expected that from you. That's why I went to you first. Rome, how you feeling? What you thinking?
I think if the Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers make it to the postseason, is this going to be a fight out between them? But I think it'll be Buccaneers and the Bills, bro. The Bills are with it. They're with it and they need it. Bills Mafia over here.
You're both going Bucks. I think it's so freaking hard to make it back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And I'm going a guy who just won MVP this year. A man who I think has some of the best talent we've seen in football history. And I'm hoping that they have a better offseason than they did last year and get some guys that would help him out. I'm going Green Bay Packers.
Yeah,
Are going to see themselves in the Super Bowl versus the Cleveland Browns, baby. Yes, sir. We're taking the Browns all the way.
No.
Yes, sir. We just got a little sniff of the playoffs. We beat the Steelers this year. We're going all the way next year. That's what we're taking. We're taking Cleveland Browns. Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl, baby. That's what we're doing around here.
Hey, one final thing. NFL is kind of the last league to generate a super team, and the Bucks were kind of the first to generate that. And what do they do this year? They won the Super Bowl. It doesn't happen often, but when it does happen, you have to speculate.
Casey was considered a super team, though.
No, the super team as in like these guys took 1-year deals and short money just to join Tom Brady and all this type of stuff.
I think the Packers are that type of team that if they can do the right moves in the offseason, they can. NFL needs to start making super teams. That's just how you make money. I don't know what every league has done it. The MLB is changing right now into super teams. The NBA has had super teams. NBA was the first. NFL needs to change. Create someone, make a super team. I want to see it happen.
I agree.
See it happen.
Yeah. I think I definitely agree with you that the Bucks were looked at like a super team. A lot of these guys were older guys, maybe that have already been in the league a while, but were willing to take smaller deals
they
to join
Tom.
Tom.
In the Super Bowl, they let their opponent score 9 points, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I can't stop talking about that D line, man. Vita Vea, Ndamukong Suh had a great game.
Matthew, what did you learn about getting under the goat skin?
Yeah.
Please tell me what you learned. You made that guy mad way too early, and it just unleashed a fire under him, and there was no looking back. Looking back. You should have chirped with somebody else.
I want to say congratulations to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Tom Brady on number 7. Tom Brady, 7 championships, more than any franchise in the NFL currently. How insane is that?
That was if you didn't realize, last year free agent move was a business decision because if he wins another ring with the Bucks, if he wins another ring with the Patriots, then the Patriots have the most wins in the league. Now he wins another ring somewhere else. Big eye guy Tom Brady, I see you. Okay, I see you.
Big eye guy Tom Brady.
Hey man, it worked.
Yep.
He did not need Belichick. He did not need Josh McDaniels. He did not need the Patriots. The Patriots way. The Patriots way is Tom motherfucking Brady. TB12. 7 rings. We literally are watching our Michael Jordan. This guy is unreal.
That's great.
I mean,
if you guys saw his Instagram
he's 43.
Story, it was hilarious.
Many
men wish death upon me.
With death upon me. Blood and my eyes, and I can't see. Nothing wrong with being average.
Top of the world.
Nothing wrong being average.
Yes, sir.